Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Void Bastards. So we have to make this water cooling thing to... hold on, we're gonna have to build a new HR computer though, right? The last one definitely exploded. Like, the water cooling's important, but we have to apply it... Well, okay, whatever. I'll just assume that Steve is gonna figure it out while we're busy on the ships. So we need body fluid, cool pops, and water-based lube. That is the good kind. Water-based lube is made out of bio and plaz, just like in real life. Body fluid is made of plaz and just a huge amount of slag, and wow, that's a lot of volt. What? Okay, they make their body fluids in a very different way than I make mine. And cool pops. Cool pops are data and plaz and volt. Sure, why not? At this point, I think we're just going to have to accept that these materials bear no resemblance to the things that have the same names in real life. So we could upgrade our regulator. We can make it faster. I don't know that I really need it to fire any faster. If anything, it firing faster is going to cause me to waste more ammo, because I definitely click too much. Wow, triple damage on the fast whackers. Honestly, that's impressive sounding, but do we need that? They already one-shot gun points if we get them anywhere close, and they don't do almost any damage at all to screws, right? So, like, even tripling them would still mean it takes a ton to kill a screw. Yeah, I don't know. We might just save these components. I don't think I care about one extra food and fuel in the care package. Honestly, food and fuel really haven't been problems for us. Alright, let's just continue forward.
I intend to report all citizens who have assumed irregular forms. Their employment of violence has been a significant roadblock.
Inconvenient violence is the worst kind. Well, this way to water-based lube, a very common sign to see in space. I guess let's just go? Oh, there's a spanner over here. Did we need another spanner? We did, right? Can't remember what for exactly. Oh, another level of disassembler, that's right. In order to get our next heart starter upgrade, we need a distended testicle. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess that's made of slag and volt. Nope, just bio. Okay, that one makes sense. It's also part of the Virspiker. Virspiker? I mean, it's obviously the VIR as in virus, but it's hard to say Virspiker. This seems like really good. A poly sheath and a distended testicle. Not easy to come by. Yeah, we'll just go this way. I'm just gonna go toward the storyline items. So there is a torpedo rack on board. We may want to buy more than one torpedo because there's a pirate ship right there. We'll buy two if we can.
These bastards are trying to fix the art. We've got to stop them.
No, the crazies will nab them.
One or two, aye. But what if there's like hundreds and thousands of them?
Oh, come on. How could that be the case? Yeah, we're definitely going to need to buy more than one torpedo. We have 66 merits, which is enough to secure us one extra torpedo, and unfortunately, that's probably going to have to do. That's probably all we're going to be able to do. Huh. Many patients. This is a new one. Periodic power outages, all doors locked. This is going to be like a supremely annoying ship. Let's just try to get to the torpedo rack and then get out. And without really knowing what we're going to be facing here, this makes me think that it's a bunch of small enemies, so maybe the stapler? Like stapler and banger? Try to take our most effective area weapons. We still haven't actually gotten to use the new gun. We'll fix it. We'll get there. Okay. Do the tubes. Quickly. Well, as quickly as we can. I've already forgotten. Okay, this way. What am I seeing through there? Well, I think probably it was the new enemy. Alright, I'm not going to stress about it. Let's get to the torpedo tubes first. Okay, they seem angry. Well, I can't tell if that's actually... Ooh, we should maybe be a little bit more careful when firing into the glass that surrounds us and keeps all the space out. Yeah, I can't tell if the area effect is actually causing multiple hits, or if we might be just as well off with a pistol. I think I don't want to buy that. I think I really do want to save my money for torpedoes. Okay, nobody in here. So we grab this. We restock. You know, I guess we only have to restock once, though. I thought I remembered it being, oh, we only can restock once. Okay, well then I guess I'm going to go open that thing after all. And we haven't had a power outage yet. Okay, a wiring diagram. I think we did still need a wiring diagram. Let's try one of these. That is a bad throw. You know what? It still got there, though. Wasn't exactly the way I thought it was going to. Oh, that's one of those guys. Gonna aim a little bit further down here. Three cluster flax is actually just like extremely welcome. We're not going to be able to afford to unlock this. Ooh, 50. I don't know if that means that the loot is actually better, but the fact that it's higher priced makes me think the loot might be better, at least. Right, well, we'll come back. We'll see if maybe we can accumulate enough. Okay, there goes the power. I guess that's not a big deal. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's actually treating each head as an individual entity that can be hit by the stapler. Wow, I am just really doing an embarrassing job here. It seems like I'm just hitting them once and they're getting hit. I think probably we'd be roughly as effective with any weapon. Okay, overshot it there. Nope, never mind. Wow. Power goes out and all of a sudden they're everywhere. Is that a good idea to throw a grenade directly at my own feet? Well, you know what? It worked. Okay, so do we want to go all the way to the generator so that we can run all the way back over here? I really don't. Let's just leave. We got what we came for. Okay, never mind. Doesn't work like that. You do, in fact, have to repower the ship. Later, nerds. Alright, well, this is the fastest way. So this ship sucks, and I hate it here. Well, I guess we can at least grab the loot out of this room. Wow, that's a whole human hand. You would think that a hand would be more than 5 bio if a finger is 1 bio. Because the hand has 5 fingers, but it also has all that, like, all that middly stuff. You know, you'd think the palm would be worth something. Jesus. These things are just everywhere. I'm done with this place. The loading screen makes an interesting point. We should bring a spiker with us next time we go onto a ship with one of those, and that'll tell us for sure whether it's treating the whole group of patients as a single entity. Because if we spike them once and it poisons all the heads, then that will make it pretty clear. Ooh, this is what I want to use our whiz rocks for. If we find an old phone handset, we can upgrade the cluster flak to be just completely insane. It does not need to do 3 times as much damage That would mean that we could kill a screw in only like 2 or 3 of them, probably. Provided that I actually do a good job of aiming them for a change. Out of curiosity, actually, what do you need to build a handset? Handset starts with H. It turns out, just a huge amount of data and slag. The good news is, we acquire data and slag pretty frequently. Yeah. I mean, I guess we have to go here. It looks like maybe we don't need the wiring diagram. Yeah, the Merit Hunter and the Zap... the Merit Garter and the Zap Hunter are the things that it's used for. Okay, so we do need skin tape. That's interesting. It's not showing the loot symbol hovering above it. I wonder why not. I wonder if it maybe it doesn't show the symbol when the piece of loot on the ship is lower quality than the current depth level, perhaps? Do we need more health? Let's get some more health. I guess resting's a little dangerous with the pirates around, but we have our torpedoes. We'll be fine. So, a screw or 2, a bunch of senior scribes, and some patience. And this would be an okay place to take the needler. The germ spiker, rather. And let's not try the new toy just yet. Because if it does turn out that each of the heads is a separate entity and that we can only kill 1 per shot with that thing, I don't really want a slow charge-up weapon. Okay, well, it seems quiet enough so far, except I can't... There we go. Still can't easily jam myself through a window. Okay, well, I think nobody noticed all of that noise. Seems like. I guess maybe I shouldn't walk around with this thing out, because if we run into a peeper, I won't be able to destroy it quickly. Alright, replace Recycler with long arms. No, I think I like Recycler. Gain Ace Pilot or gain Authoritative. Actually, we've been running into a lot of really annoying locked doors. Well, we haven't seen any buzzers or peepers rather in here yet. Is there a SecBot in the thing? There isn't. I'm starting to think maybe the ship doesn't have any. All the loot is on the other side of this. There we go. Oh, I wouldn't. Jesus. So that's interesting. He said, I know you're there, but he didn't actually start firing until I started... Oh, there are peepers. Okay, let's just lock the door behind us. Well, that's pretty far from ideal. You know, screws have, like, hands and everything. There's no reason they couldn't open those. Except that we're told they can't. But I am never going to feel secure about it, is basically what I'm saying.
WTG facilities, putting the WC in rehabilitation accommodation.
Get it? Because that doesn't actually have a WC. It's called space comedy. It's usually a lot drier. You know, they're not trying to make you laugh. They're just trying to make you go, oh, okay, I get it. That's funny. So I steered myself away from the helm there. I'm not going to stress about it. We don't need to go to the helm.
What is it now? The lift is full!
Wow, those guys really do have a lot more health. Stupid travel time. Okay, I mean, it's ticking for a lot. Let's see if it actually kills him from full. It does indeed. Thought I heard the sound. Oh, there it is. Oh, hey, patience. Did I hit them at all? Okay, so it does seem like each head is treated as a separate entity. Only one of them gets poisoned when we hit the cloud with the poison. So that just means they're like extremely annoying enemies. You really want to use explosives. Well, good to know at least. It's good to be certain.
Failure to provide maximum cooperation to WCG.
What explosives did I bring? Oh no, I brought the spiker in that slot. Well, that's just very unfortunate then.
Subsection
We could probably afford to part with slag. You know what? We're not depositing units of slag. We're depositing items. Because we put a flange in there. The flange is worth quite a lot, actually. Okay, so sometimes the gun points have bigger weapons. That's good to know. Ow, jeez. Get the loot, get it quickly, and get the hell out. Okay, there is, in fact, a sec bot on the ship. And screw these things. Oh, this sucks. Maybe I should try to lure them into the boom point. The explosion from that should be able to kill more than one of them per hit. The good news is, fighting those things is really driving up my headshot percentages. You know, you gotta take it where you can find it. Boom point is shooting at where we used to be. Oh, that's just a big fire, like an actively raging fire. Fire seems like it would be a really big deal in space. Just like devouring all your oxygen, and also difficult to control and exceedingly dangerous. You can do this without aggroing them at least.
The WCG guards is reachable by.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna leave. I think we are more and more frequently encountering ships where I just want to go home. We didn't get the diagram, did we? Yeah, alright, let's keep looking around. At some point we're going to end up back in the part of the ship where, well, actually, just like a lot of enemies. Really wish I had an explosive weapon at this moment. At some point we're going to end up back in the part of the ship where I trapped the screw, though. Managed to not hit him again. There we go. Okay, the good news is we can just let many of these enemies die slowly to poison. And also, these guys don't actually seem to be very dangerous. They're just annoying. Yeah, okay, everything's dead.
Are you tired of being a thorn in the side?
But they are
of society?
really annoying.
Therapy terminals turn thorns into roses.
Just quiet while we loot this place.
You're late for interview terminated.
Okay, those guys hit hard. Unfortunately, triple damage isn't going to help us at all against these dudes, because they're already lose a head each time we hit them. Stop dodging. Stop being small and effective at your job. Hate it. Gene therapy. I just shot that to close it. Starting to get into a real the gun is the solution to literally all problems kind of headspace. Okay. We have to authorize... Ooh, 60 merits. What are the odds that the trait we're going to get is worth 60 merits? I would say basically nothing. So, the helm is the only room we haven't actually searched. Excuse me, searched thoroughly. Where's O2? A little low. Maybe we should just go. I'm just gonna go.
And opt out of travel boarding.
The thing we were looking for... Did we really not get it? Yeah, we totally didn't. The thing we were looking for there was not useless, but it was not critical. And I think we're gonna get manhandled pretty badly there. Okay. Never go onto a ship that has patience without an explosive weapon. Just do not do it. So... we definitely want to heal. I think we'll stay down here rather than climbing up. What's up there? There's duct tape up there. Yeah, I think we want to stay down here because we want the merits prize, so we'll just do that thing. Okay. Painkillers and a hydrating facial mask. We got 112 data. Okay, so you don't always just scrape all of the pirate off the outside of your hull. Sometimes you get other rewards. So, trusty screws and hardened juves. Citizens from a deeper depth. So, as we go down, we're going to see improved versions of the enemies, I guess. There'll be a summons supply van and a bunch of stuff. You know, just things. Alright, let's dock. I think we're going to take cluster flax, just in case we do have to try to kill the screws. But what are the odds we're actually going to be successful? It takes 1 million of these to kill a normal screw. Let's bring the zapper. We can try the toaster, because I think the hefty regulator is maybe going to get a little outclassed by the health of these enemies. And we'll bring the fast exploding weapon. Okay, helm first. This should be a pretty easy helm first voyage. So remember, we can shoot through the windows with this thing. Oh dear. And this door is not lockable. Okay. What am I going to do? I guess I'm going to stun this guy and just run through? Peeper up there. So we're not getting through this quietly no matter what we do. Like a pretty effective gun. Alright, if he comes through the gate, or comes through the doorway here, we are going to have to zap him. Okay, I think he's just walking past. Let's go fast, without running. There's a lot of carpet in this room, but it's... Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Don't come in. Don't come in. We could try to just kill him with the toaster, but obviously, if we are not successful, we'll end up spending a lot of ammunition. Okay. Let's give it a shot. And we could get there. He's going... Oh, he's going, like, all the way around here. Lock this. And also this one. Right, he'll just navigate himself into a corner for a while. Not too worried about that. I'm assuming that would allow us to run through the fire, but not a big deal. Found our way to the helm. is a secbot in here. We gotta watch out for peepers. Look, I'm doing it. I'm finally looking up. Turns out you kill a man enough times, you can teach him anything. Okay, so the screw, we have no idea where he is now. Well, we'll have a little bit of warning that stomping is audible from quite a distance. Okay, for some reason the secbot has no reaction to that. Do I want to... I mean, we may as well just turn off security for a minute here. It doesn't hurt us to do it. And we're certainly not going to actually use up all the charges. Alright, so the toaster's nice, but you can go through ammo very quickly. I guess that's true for all of the guns. It's actually probably less true for this gun than it is for the others. We're doing alright on merits. The point where it might even be worthwhile to convert a boom point if we see one near... I guess we go into the center here. It might be worth it to convert a boom point if we see one near a screw. See if we can run him off with it. And of course by run him off, I mean reduce him to glowing dust. Oh hey, central filing. This is familiar. Some loot on the center platform. I don't like being out in the middle here. Like visible from every side. This is not good for us. Oh, interesting. I would love 38 bushwhackers. Is it coming? I looked away because I thought I heard stomping. Well, okay. We could reset it and reset it and fire another thing. So that said, summon the supply van.
Oxygen at 50%.
Maybe the supply van will be on the nebula map when we get out of here. I can't see, like, unless it would have docked up at the other airlock, and we are receiving no indication that that has happened. I can't imagine where else it would be. Piece of loot that we did not pick up over here. You know, on the whole, for a ship that has some increased difficulty screws on it, this has not gone that poorly. We don't need to blow that up. That would be a waste of ammo. It is neat that we can do it through the door, but we just need to do a little bit more work here. Your enemies. Hardened Juve that way. Well, let's go this way first. I would love to avoid firing the gun any more than we absolutely have to, because it is loud as hell. I don't actually know if all of the guns are the same volume or not. It may be the case that some are detectable from a greater distance. Let's see how long we can avoid learning that one. Well, there it goes. Stupid elevation change. Okay, so we can kill these guys with a body shot. Do not have to hit the head. There was a hardened screw over here somewhere. You know what? Let's just lock this door. We'll go around. Is that the same screw? Because if it is, we could at least potentially kill him. That's Atmo. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for a moment. We're going to unlock this and go through, and I hope that the screw has gone far enough away trying to get around to us that we can just sneak over to the pod from here.
I can see.
It's a very inconvenient moment for a thing to spawn. I think we should maybe just get the hell out of here. All I had to do was stop walking, just for a moment, in order to make him miss. You would think with every enemy leading you apparently the same amount, eventually it would get through to me, that we can avoid that. Well, game's not over yet, maybe it still will. Alright, we don't have anything new to build. Let's get some merits. 71 more. Well, I think this is the richest we've ever been. We gotta try to find a Krellmart. And that's the supply van? Well, we have a lot of good reasons to head in that direction. So, Screw, Spook, Senior Scribe. It's a casino barge, so we probably will come out of here pretty rich. And there's my 38 bushwhackers. Okay, so you hit the thing and then you just have to wait for it to come to you. 38 bushwhackers is pretty cool. How close are we to the next bushwhacker upgrade? We need an atomic clock, which is... Okay, that's a super... That's right, we looked at this before. That is a super high tier item, actually. Well... Scribe, Spook, Screw. I think I like the Spiker for this. These are enemies that we could actually potentially shoot and then hide from. And anytime we see Screws, we probably ought to bring the Zapper. Okay, no helm on this ship, so we will not be able to get a readout of the loot. How is it piloted? Also, I gotta go turn the generator on. Oh, I think he saw me. I briefly saw him. Damn it.
Not you again. Application rejected. Excuse me?
Okay, I'm hoping that we can get a couple of these enemies poisoned and then just run past them. I missed him. Just hard missed him. Okay. I don't know if the second spike actually helps. I hope eventually we find a way to, like, plug rifts. That would be very helpful. Am I allowed to hack the boom point while it is turned off? No, of course not, because you cannot generally interact with those sorts of things. Oh, wait, loot. Thank you, minimap. Okay, let's just never come back in here. Unfortunately, the door is not closable. Try not to sprint everywhere and make a ton of noise. It'd be really cool if we could get the drop on some enemies for a change.
Not you again.
Aha! Now how are you going to shoot me, smart guy? Is this actually going to work?
Excuse me.
Yes? Oh wow, it's not actually deal damage to me there. You know, there's so many of these kinds of games where your head is like really your whole body, and so enemies can only shoot you if they can see your eyes. Alright, got ourselves some skin tape, which we definitely can use. It's actually a pretty good piece of loot, and there was a spook there for a moment. Okay, when they fade back into view, they often do so not directly in your line of sight. Where the hell is that peeper? I will say, if you're willing to be patient, this thing really does save you some ammo. Spin and win. Will we, though? I cannot believe we hit that shot. Well, that's no good. I don't think that's going to do any real meaningful damage. But I'm pretty sure they didn't see us. Maybe I'm wrong. And it sounds like they are coming right this way. Oh, you know what? We should probably hit the O2 thing while we're here. Tried to get as deep into the room as possible before firing. Hopefully that'll... Nope. Nope, they're definitely still coming for us. So yeah, their vision's not great. They don't see you until you're real close. Any other enemy would have seen us in that position. Shit, there's still one on the other side of the door. Oh, maybe he's not real close. Yeah, okay, we can sneak into this room real quick. Alright. Yeah, I like the spiker a lot, actually. Okay, I think that's a real piece of loot. I think that's a piece of loot we care about. I'm a little bummed out that these are not actually slot machines. Oh, it looks like there's a slot machine indicator over here, though. Prior lock. 5 merits. What kind of stuff can you get for playing one of these? I wonder if there's a limited number of times you can do this. Oh yeah, that's the charge counter right there. Little white lights. So you always win something. But like, 10 bio is still probably worth 5 merits, actually. Alright. The dining room has traditionally been the most lucrative part of the ship, Jesus. Alright. I'm just gonna regulate really hard, really fast. And hopefully it won't bring the screws running. I was a little concerned that thing might explode in a more serious way. Honestly, this room is big enough that even if the screws did come in here, we could probably avoid them. I feel like even our just random garbage salvage items have been pretty good this ship. I love these luxury cruise liners. Alright, we may as well go check the airlock over here. Every once in a while we find some stuff on the ground near the airlock. Never mind. Stupid Mater D-bot catching the rocket. How dare he? Damn it. Okay. It seems like if you just keep moving, they have a hard time catching you. Because they keep teleporting to a new location and then preparing to shoot you. And as long as you're not shootable from there a moment later, they just follow you around and die slowly from your poison. I have come all the way around on the spiker. I think we should prioritize the next upgrade for it. Thing is actually great. Doesn't seem like the ammo for it is all that common, though. And I don't think we have the ability to use salvage to craft ammo or anything like that. Alright, we did not go to the fix-it room yet. I think that's... Did we do these suites? You know what? I don't think so. Let's see. Looks like this room is still clear. I don't know where those screws went. Every winner loves the spinner, and then, you know, other people have different feelings about it. Move, move, move. Okay, I'm just gonna let this thing kind of tire itself out. It looks like those rockets maybe are homing. They were definitely steering in our general direction. As best they could. Just faster, please. Oh, Jesus, he's too smart for me. He figured out my plan.
This is not out of order.
Okay. Well, we have aggroed the script.
That part is valuable. Please don't die before returning it to the Steve.
Come on, come on, come on. Alright, I'm gonna lock both the doors. We're just gonna take a moment here and figure out a solution.
Oxygen at 50%.
Great, cool. Fun reminder. Oh, maybe the nothing. Maybe when we see the nothing, it's an indication that some noise-making source has gotten just far enough away for us to not hear it anymore. Well, alright, we have our zapper. This is gonna have to be the solution. Hold on, I have a plan. Unlock this. I'm hoping to draw him into that room. Let's see how well that worked. And then we ran. All I gotta do is just put a little bit of distance between me and them. This is the wrong direction. Oh, we don't want to run still. But their eyesight doesn't seem to be great. Hopefully the casino machines will hide us a little bit. Open, open. And lock them in. Okay, everything's fine.
Is that my fault? The list is false.
Definitely a screw coming for us. Is that the only door? That is, in fact, the only door. Okay, well, in a sense, I feel very secure. In another sense, a very real sense, I feel trapped and slowly suffocating. And there's only one upscaler in here, but still, it's nice. It's just free stuff. Just reload you.
Excuse me. Out of
This is
order.
very inconvenient, actually. Oh, I hate this. Okay, I'm gonna relock this. Okay, I've locked us in with the screw, so that's bad. Good news is, he seems to be a little bit confused about my actual position. I'm just gonna unlock this. And then relock it.
What is it now?
This is the way out, isn't it? Yeah.
Interview. I have better.
Okay. How very embarrassing for them that when they mutated, they forgot how to operate the thing. Okay, so what am I willing to deposit here? A thing that's worth 2 plas, I think we can trade out? 2 bio, maybe? We need a lot of bio still. Okay, we don't want to sell the things worth 5 plas, though. I have no idea what I think a good exchange rate is here. Entirely flying by the seat of my pants.
I have better. Excuse me.
Piece of loot that I apparently missed this whole time. I hope that if somebody eventually poisons me to death, I have the wherewithal to have my last words be, well, fuck that. Okay, that was good. I think we actually need all 3 of those items. What an excellent outcome. Also, this is a huge amount of loot. I appreciate that this process accelerates as it goes through the items. So yeah, we have a lot of things that were reliant on the stuff we just picked up. Okay, the Rad Spiker is a totally different weapon. Fire spikes that emit a radioactive cloud. Well, could build that with our Loomstick. Is there anything else that we have that needs the Loomstick? I feel like we find enough bushwhackers. This is probably not a high priority. I don't know that I want to spend these valuable things on that. I do feel like it might be a good idea to get these passive damage reductions, but we just don't get irradiated all that often. And new weapons are fun. Is this really going to be much different than the Germ Spiker, though? Probably not. So it's made out of that loom stick. This is made out of the loom stick. Those are the only things that are currently using the loom stick. Yeah, alright, let's get a trap hunter. The bushwhackers are extremely good. It's very classy. It's a real stylish choice there. And I think we'll hold off on this yet. Like I said, I don't really think that the fire rate upgrade is all that valuable. So there's body fluid in that direction. We could fly up here to grab the merit prize and then back down. I think that might be what we want to do. A mouse ball. I don't think we need another mouse ball. I'm sure the crowbar is useful, but yeah, let's go up this way because I want that merits prize. And there is a med terminal here, of course, because it is a... Oh. But for a second their dock wasn't lit up, and I was like, are you not allowed to go to ships above your maximum reached depths? But no, it just took a minute. It's going to be tourists and scribes. Honestly, this is kind of whatever. I am not concerned about either of these guys. Okay. That was just an immediate explosion for some reason. Oh, I see. Okay, that's not really a problem.
Not you again. Request denied. Out of order. Application rejected.
I'm assuming that all the scribes are like HR people before they were turned into whatever the hell it is that they are now. Okay, I think those are good. You know, I honestly haven't been paying enough attention to have any idea whether or not we've been getting pre-authorizations or not. I'm wondering if maybe we want to save the spiker ammo a little bit here. Maybe I should just be using the regulator to dispatch these guys. Hey, you. Remember the days when most of our problems would just blow themselves up? If only we could go back to this simpler time forever.
Unplanned pregnancy? Why not earmark your child for the upper management adoption program?
30 rivets. So the rivets are the ammo for the next gun that we're going to unlock. Unfortunately, I have no idea how close we are to that. Those decontamination sprayers are somewhat less effective when the entire wall of that little room has been breached. Alright, we'll just let him do his thing real quick there. And by his thing, of course, I mean slowly die to the poison. Six spikes is a hell of a thing to find just laying on the ground. Let's see, the loot in this ship so far seems very good. I will say, though, it has a very inconvenient design. Like, guaranteed backtracking. I guess, if you're running a medical corporation, maybe you intentionally design your ships so that if people want to be able to get their jobs done, they have to do a lot of backtracking and running from one end of the ship to the other. You know, it helps keep them healthy, especially if you're like, I think Exxon is maybe an insurance company? Want to reduce risk factors. This is how you fight a sedentary work style. Make it actually impossible. And sure, it's a massive inconvenience to the employees, but since when has that stopped anybody? You know, I don't know that that was even necessarily worthwhile. Do I think a bullet is more valuable than a point of fuel? It actually might be. Oh, that is a tourist right there. I think we should be okay on this one. How close is the med bay to... Okay, the med bay is right by the exit, so we will definitely hit that one more time on the way out. May as well go into Atmo and catch our breath. Or whoever's breath this is. Okay. Easy enough. Don't worry, sir. No reason to be alarmed.
I am not a cat.
Okay. I believe you. I mean, you don't look like a cat. I guess you're round enough. You look a little bit like Maru. Well, that's just a very inconvenient place for you to be right now. I can tell the difference, though, because Maru doesn't usually wear a hat. See, who says I'm not observant, except for everybody who has ever watched me play a game. Oh, that's bad, that's bad. Okay, well, I was hoping I could do that without getting hit and also without spending any ammunition at all. Didn't quite work out that way. Alright, listen. My plan is not to go backwards in depth all the time, but this was a very lucrative going backward in depth. We still need the body fluid, the cool pops. Are we anywhere on those at all? We still need a huge amount of volts for that, and also for that. Seems like we're going to be bottlenecked on those a lot. Alright, in recycle mode, is there anything we have that we don't think we're ever going to have a use for? You and you... Okay, we're done with restraint pads. Okay, we don't need to smash up anything else. Unfortunately, those restraint pads don't break down into anything useful. 27 merits, and we got Gene Twisted. Lost authoritative gained sniper. Chance of a crit on each shot. You know what? That is totally fine. I know this ship is useless, but I kind of want to go get that merits prize as well. Nah, but I think we need the crowbar. Fuel, rivets, toaster juice, materials, spooks, and patience. So we are definitely bringing some kind of explosive something. I mean, it's probably the boomers, right? Could bring fast whackers instead. You know, the fast whackers do explode in a larger area. I feel like they still have more arming time than the bangers do, and it's easier to throw bangers around corners. Yeah, we'll bring these. If there turn out to be gun points or boom points, we're really going to want the zapper. Yeah, the bangers are probably enough explosion. I know, it sounds crazy to me too. Wait, where are we relative to the... Never mind, there is no helm. Who is building all these ships without central control modules? How are you supposed to feel like an awesome Starfleet captain on a ship that has no helm? Okay. Inconvenient. This is a bad time for spooks. I guess we should try to zap him. Seems like he might have lost us, though. So at least now we know that 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 harmonica sound definitely is the spooks. But they just rolled right over top of that. They do not care. Guess I want to walk around with the zapper out, right? It is most often going to be the case that we're going to zap things before shooting them with the other gun. I wonder if the zapper actually works at all on the patients, because I would expect it to only freeze one of the heads. Oh boy. Do I think I'm going to be able to hit that? Hey, look at that. I am a sniper, after all. Well, that's going to roll. Oh, for some reason they decided they wanted to run that way, though. I think they thought they were being clever and going around the other side of the cover. Okay, I think we can afford to sell Plaz here. Yeah, sure. We can part with one eyeball. After all, we have this huge bag full of it. Didn't register to me that there was a spook in front of me until after the map was all the way open, by the way. Just in case anyone was curious. Really, really do not care for these tanks areas. Okay, that spook over there has not seen us yet. See if we can get the drop on him. Ah, that really sucks. Really, really sucks. Damn it! That also sucks. And it will suck even more if I rupture one of these walls by shooting at it, so I should probably be a little more careful. I thought for a second there that I had dramatically overthrown that. I don't think we have any more use for a latex seal. I think we are done with latex seal. Damn it. Okay, seems like somebody else might be aware of us. Oh, what a bad time to be reloading. So before they were turned into whatever it is that they are, were the spooks... Oh, that's very inconvenient. I wandered into some oil. Were they like private eyes? Or I guess lots of people who are not private eyes wear that hat. That's still what it makes me think of. Really awkward dudes in their teens and 20s haven't quite stolen it yet. I know you. Okay, we good? Hey, that was a pretty good throw. Those guys were no threat to us yet. I really like these fix-it rooms. So they tend to be on Krell ships, I think, is what we've seen. Gotta try to make sure we hit every Krell ship we can. Well, that's very embarrassing. It was literally 100% stationary. Sounds like somebody's coming running. Or is that... You know what? That is my feet. That's my feet that I'm hearing.
I will discover you. One cannot fight what one cannot see.
I don't know. Seems to be working okay for me. I do appreciate him, like, walking down the hallway slowly narrating his little detective novel to himself, though. Oh, that's a lot of rivets, or at least it seems like a lot of rivets. I don't actually really know how quickly that gun goes through ammo. It really does seem like a lot, though, doesn't it? Oh, hey, how you doing? Gotta remember to walk around with the zapper out. Okay, this is bad. I got myself in a little bit of a situation here. Hey, you. Nope, that's bad. Gonna need your help here. Alright, let's be wary of this thing shooting near us. It is firing explosives. Yeah, like that, like that. That's exactly the sort of thing that I was worried about. Well, whatever. 640 health. Something tells me I'll be alright. I think that was too far. Alright, good work, Boom Point. This has been a pretty action-oriented ship so far. Let's see if he... Maybe he lost us somehow? That was a little brave. Alright, well, those guys are annoying, but at least they're predictable. That is not going to make it. That was too far. That looks good. Nope, apparently I'm just wasting ammo. Okay. Yeah, I really do not, I do not care for the patients. I would be cool if these guys stopped showing up. How did I miss by that much? That was crazy. Pretty sure there's more than one left. Trying to be careful and not lead them too far away from the explosives. I feel like this ship is way more dense with enemies than any one we've done so far. Kind of a lot of loot here to make up for it, I guess. Oh, are any of those windows broken? You know, I haven't actually tested. Can we break windows? No. This door, that is a closed door. That's inconvenient to me. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, finally got our crowbar. Okay, so we are right here. Let's just get the hell off of this ship before whatever spook it was that was playing that harmonica finds us. We went through a lot of ammunition there. Especially grenades, because I am very irresponsible with them. We're actually getting a reasonable number of volts from these big ships, but it's going to be a long, long build. So we could now, with our crowbar, make this work. Decompiler, better bonus junk. A 5% chance of scavenging better bonus junk from containers. And we have seen some of that. We go through enough containers that a 5% chance is still... it's triggering fairly frequently. We might want to do the regulator upgrade, even though I'm not really excited about it, just to see what the next upgrade down is, because if we could upgrade the damage again, that would be pretty wonderful. Yeah, sure, let's take it. Increases damage by 75%. That is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about. The Legislator. Is that what legislators do? Okay, we are only short Volt for this now, and the same is true here. Although we don't actually have enough Plas. Oh no, we don't actually have enough Plas for both of these. So we need a bunch more Volt and Plas. Hey SB, stop selling Volt and Plas. Alright, what is this? A Volt store. Let us go and get all of the Volts. 91 gained. That is wonderful. So that's another... Oh no, that's medical waste. That's a bio store. So if we could find either of our items, we could build the other one. If we go to this Exxon organ wagon, we're going to have to go to the nuke mine next, which obviously we don't want to do. Many spooks, lots of security elements, but citizens carry merits. Yeah, that's alright. Alright, so we're definitely going to have to go down to depth 4. Well, if we are fighting just spooks, and also security elements, I think we want that, and then maybe... It's hard to take the toaster. As effective as it is, just the low ammo count makes me a little nervous. And we're going to find bullets on board, too. Okay, there is a helm on this ship. We do have to restore the power before it will be useful, though. Kind of inconvenient. The good news is we don't have to worry about the security apparatus. Okay, maybe we could go around.
Be subdued.
Just trying to route myself around all of the hostiles here. Yeah, I didn't get him. Am I going? Okay, yes, I am going in the right direction. There's a peeper over there. There's a peeper right here. Things are going to get a little ugly once the power is back on. So we're not really that worried about the loot here. This is mostly like a ship that we have to pass through to get where we're going. So maybe I want to take it easy here, just not fully loot the place. Okay, that boom point is a problem. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so part of the problem here is that we can't really go out there because of the boom points. I do like the citizens carry merits thing. Wow, just point blank, huh? Well, I appreciate the effort. Yeah, this place is, like, extremely dangerous, and I do not like it. But I really do kind of want to kill everything here because of all of the wonderful merits. We might be able to just jump over that fire and see some of the spooks had the same idea, though. Also, it seems like maybe each one of them is only dropping a single merit, which sucks. Maybe it's not worth sticking around here to fight them after all. Yeah, I guess we'll head back through rooms we haven't been in yet, but let's just head back to the ship. This is not turning out to be very valuable. That one does not protect me. That one is a curative. Huh, this is interesting. I don't think we've seen lockers just in a hallway space before.
WCG guards is punishable by genital torture in accordance with subsection 484F.
I wish I could just hit the peeper, you know? It's right there. I could probably bash it with the gun hard enough to do something. That's got to be quieter than shooting it. Alright, did I miss anything major? Yeah, we missed the fix room, right? Okay, I care about the fix room enough to go in there. So there is some loot in the security office. Also one of those. Oh no, the loot's out here. Never mind. We're just going to ignore that thing entirely. Shoot, no I'm not. When we get to the tombs, oh, we'll leave through the tombs. It's fine, we don't have to worry about that right now. Okay, just ignore all of the explosions. It's a shame you can't get these fixer things to upgrade whatever item you like. Oh, I was about to say, because then I would really focus on volts, but actually we're a lot closer on volts than we used to be. Okay, that's pretty non-ideal. We might be able to trick this thing into destroying itself. Huh, how did I get it to shoot at the wall last time? Alright, not going to be as trivial as I was hoping. This actually sucks a lot. Oh, please die, please die. Okay, we need to get out of that central hall. I'm not excited about the position of that fire. It's a lot of good loot, though. How do we want to do this? I guess we can just peek out here, stun him. If the boom thing from behind him fires, it'll just hit him. Alright, took a lot of damage really quickly at the end here. That's alright. Our sandwiches are so nutritious, we'll be fine. And, you know, we're not finding as much food and fuel as we used to, I feel like, but we are above replacement rate. On average. Doubles damage, which kind of doesn't matter, and stun duration, which totally does. Unstable Kitty releases a cluster flak, or some cluster flak bombs on death. That seems pretty alright. We haven't really been using that very much, though, so maybe we should just do this. What would it take to actually build the lint brush? Would we be using any of the stuff we need for the story item? Yeah, we need Plaz. And we almost have enough volts. Like, as soon as we get one of these, we're going to be able to build the other one. Unfortunately, it's still pretty far away. So here we have some ion brew and some whiz rocks. Actually, we cannot take this path because we won't be able to get down to the body fluid. Yep, we're just going to have to go this way. Patient, Senior Scribe, Spook. This is just a terrible ship. But we do get to summon a supply van. Alright, we do have one torpedo left as well. Kinda wish it was more than that, though. So with these enemies, we're gonna want probably the fast whackers, and we'll just use zappers to do the zapper to deal with the spooks. And then maybe the stapler is actually more effective against the patients. It didn't seem to be. But we have enough ammo for it. I think we can afford to bring it. So we want to walk around with the zapper out for the spooks. Well, that was no good. Man, this thing has a pretty wide firing area. Actually, only effective at very short range. I miss my my aiming trait. So we can get the spook to come into a smaller room here. There we go. Yeah, without that aim trait, you really have to put some of the weapons like right up in the enemy's mouth. Which is complicated somewhat by the fact that spooks, I don't think, even have mouths. It sort of looks like somebody has attached a squid to their face. Which is like a really mean space prank to pull. Okay, peepers can see you through the glass. Oh dear. We're going to spend as little time in front of the peeper as possible.
News of the day.
Well, the good news is I'm pretty sure there are no enemies anywhere nearby, because they would have come running by now. All this noise we made. Okay, let's turn off that guy. We'll just move quickly here. I guess we didn't really even need to come through this hallway. Yeah, we'll do this. Surprise! That boom point is going to be a little inconvenient. Honestly, one was probably sufficient there.
Fuck that. Out of all y'all!
Okay. This was a big detour for very little value. Oh, this sucks. Yeah, we don't really have a whole lot of long-range options with this loadout.
What is it? Give me the list. Denied.
Oh, I'm trying to get him. There we go. Trying to bait him forward a little bit. Well, at this point we have so many rivets that we probably ought to build that rivet gun just to not be wasteful. So, fuel, food, and 75 bullets. Honestly, I don't know that we need 75 bullets. I think food is the thing I would care most about here. I don't think any of them are great. Alright, where do we still need to go? We actually do need to go back up through the generator room. With a serpentine. If he wants to fight us, he's gonna have to catch us. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the guns are only really effective at short range. I suppose my answer to that is the charge-up laser weapon. But we're not using that mostly because I'm having a hard time putting together enough ammo for it. Where exactly is that patient? I can't... Must be on the other side of that door?
Wait time at our client service counter is now.
We mostly don't actually have to worry about oxygen. I'll be perfectly honest with you. In between the times when it gets mentioned by our suit, or whatever it is that's mentioning that, I sort of forget that it's a mechanic. Most of the ships are not big enough for it to be a problem. Okay, now we are actually all reloaded, and also we're done here. The amount of fighting we ended up doing, I don't feel like we actually got a lot of value out of this ship. Why did I think I was going to do any damage at all there? Yeah, we probably need to prioritize putting a couple of upgrades on the stapler as well. I'm sure it'll feel a lot better. Let's look at those weapon upgrades. Let's see what we can do. So the stapler, we could just build the spanner, but I don't really want to spend the materials. This requires a drill, which we could build out of... Yeah, we cannot afford to spend 80 volts, sadly. We need 160 for these things. Yeah, well, we're getting close. We are not so close, though, that I think we're going to hit it this episode. So maybe this would be a good place to stop. I'm getting drawn in here. There is definitely something, like, very addictively compelling about the gameplay here. But we're out of time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, Monday, for the next step in... What is our character's name, even? The next step in Herman Green's adventures. And we'll see you then.